Hi Google, Robot back with another episode of Scarlet Hollow. We left off on a crazy ending. We freaking came into town. We saw some creepy freaking monsters. We met a girl. We saw somebody freaking die. There's like some strays going on in this town. I don't know what is happening, but we gonna get to the bottom of it right now. Oh, and our cousin hates us too, but we gonna build our relationship back up. It's cool. Would you like to see a recap of episode 1 before you start? Sure, why not? Since you're giving us this nice little recap. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family estate. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Fortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have known to give out. We just did not listen. As the locks fall, the doors moan open, revealing the entrance to what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. Faintly in the distance, you can hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from another room. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing? You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight, while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs a shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie, while oddly jointed limbs. But Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness. Desperate cries go unheeded. And then we chose to save Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. We manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. Then there's a deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it's gone. Oh my god, what do we do? Welcome home. And then we ran away immediately. For the relative safety of your cousin's uncomfortable guest bed, the events of past evening seemed like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments for now. You are safe and you are warm. And then chapter 2 begins. Tuesday morning awaits. Got no choice but to wake up. You open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing. You are still alive, and for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window and the walls beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. Familiar unease settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wrangling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember Duke, slumped against the tree, pieces of him scattered across the clearing. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. No, we cannot. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. No, you can refresh yourself on the events of previous days by pressing the journal icon in the quick menu. Is this the journal? Oh, these are the choices that we made. Okay. So Monday, we refused boiled peanuts. That's a major decision. We found a possum. Okay, so we snuck in. We went hunting. We witnessed Duke die. Went straight home. Okay, interesting. Check on the possum. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to push that. Look around the closet. I guess we can. What's the possum doing? Oh, good, he's still here. That's nice. Pat him. I feel like if I try to pat, he's gonna try to bite me, so I'm gonna just leave you to your business. What's in the closet? Great, the doll didn't move during the night. Maybe it isn't haunted after all. After everything you went through yesterday, that's hardly a consolation. Okay. Let's look out the window. creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. For a second, you thought you saw a movement. It could have been an animal. It could have been something else. Whatever it is, it's gone now. Get out the window. Time to start the day. Let's see what kind of shenanigans we're gonna get into this time. Frou-Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. Excuse me, ma'am, but may I pet you? May I pet your beautiful fur? Part of you hopes that flattery might win her over, as silly as that scene. You are, after all, talking to a cat. I bet you if I had the ability to talk to animals, this probably would go a lot better. Frou-Frou merely flicks her tail faster. Doesn't look promising. Hey. Oh, hey, cousin. You sure took your time getting up. I had a rough night. Can you cut me some slack? I want to tell her what happened, but I feel like she's not gonna believe me, though. What up, cuz? What up, cuz? How am I doing? Half an hour late for work is how I'm doing. I wanted to make sure I relayed this message in person in case you decide to ignore my texts again. I don't want any repeats of last night. From now on, no running around in the woods after dark. It's dangerous out there. You could fall down a cliff. You could get stuck in a hidden cave somewhere. You could get lost in the woods and never be found. Just because nothing happens here doesn't mean it's safe. Just because Stella spends a lot of time in the woods doesn't mean she'll keep you out of trouble. Yeah, we learned that full hand last night. I want you home by sunset from here on out. Aren't you the boss? How can you be late? What's up with you and Stella? Yeah, what? Why y'all got beef? We just have history, that's all. I don't need to explain myself to you. Aren't you the boss? How can you be late? Just because I own the mines doesn't mean I don't have responsibilities. If I'm late or if I don't show up, then things aren't done right. Okay, can I hang out with you today? Well, she just said she has to go to, well, maybe after work, maybe. The mines? No. Oh, that was worth it. I'll just say I'm sorry. I'm still trying not to piss her off too much. I had no idea that was gonna happen, and I didn't think I'd worry you like that. Good, glad we're on the same page. Oh, not the smile again. I'm late enough as it is. I'm going to work, and I expect to see you here at sunset. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Yes, I got you. Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you're the only human in the estate. Time to start your day. Investigate the garden. After last night, you should make things up to your cousin. Screw going into town and try to clean the guest bathroom. Tabitha is right. After last night, the last thing you need is to get stuck into more adventures. You're not going to leave the estate. You're going to do what you're told. Well, last time we made a PB&J sandwich. I actually kind of want to see what's in the garden. Of something you saw in your upstairs window. It was probably just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, only to prove that it was nothing. At the very least, you don't see anything now. Might as well. We never actually got to explore this garden before. You wander further into the garden, trying to pinpoint the spot where that thing had been lurking. Indeed, there had been a thing to be kid with. Take it all in. The garden is peaceful, but undeniably eerie. Here, more than anywhere else, you're surrounded by the ghost of what this place used to be. A greenhouse sits in the midst of the overwhelming greenery, unreachable from years of neglect. Its glass clouded and cracked. Statues reach out from within seas of weeds as if begging to be rescued. Most strikingly, behind a pair of rusted metal gates, at the very peak of the mountain, sits a graveyard. You could just make out a few of the headstones, the scarlet name carved deep and proud into their faces. Notice what a good view someone would have of your window if they stood where you're standing right now. It's creepy. Check the ground for clues. Crouch down, pushing aside the greenery to examine the soft earth. boot print and what looks like some kind of viscera. Your thoughts turn to the specter from the night before. You snap a quick photo just in case it comes in handy later. Wait. Oh, I did an update. Trying to figure out what to do with the rest of your day. Oh, I can still make a PB&J sandwich. That's nice. Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm so glad I don't have to do the whole thing again. All right. What if I try to clean the guest bathroom and she gets pissed at me because I made it look better? We try. I did say I did say I was. You're gonna have to use that I got off ungodly bathroom. At least make sure the surface have been bleached. I did say I was gonna try to like get on her good side. Scrounge for cleaning supplies, finding a few dusty containers and spray bottles, none of which you recognize. They all feel like antiques, but they're the best you have. Armed with a rag and a trash bag, you set to work. It is a monumental task. It nauseates you to think about how many years of caked up dirt, gunge, and former fluids you have to scrub away to return some semblance of normalcy to the bathroom. Yeah, it looks somewhat decent. Looks a lot better than it was before. At least taking showers here won't make you feel dirtier than when you started. But your admiration of a job adequately done is interrupted by the sudden heavy thunk-thunk of a metal door knocker. Sound seeming to reverberate its way down your spine. Someone's at the front door. Before you get a chance to decide whether or not to answer, it opens. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you. Something about this woman is impenetrable. You feel small and almost naked in her presence, but you feel no threat, no malice. Then the moment passes and you see only the older woman before you. My name is Sybil. I'm a family friend. I just thought I'd stop by to check on you. Stella came by my team room last night. She told me about what you saw in the woods. She showed me her footage too. I brought some tea. Let's settle on somewhere and talk. You and the old hippie make your way back to the kitchen. She gives one of Tabitha's few mugs a thorough rinse before pouring you steaming tea from her thermos. The smell is amazing, a nostalgic earthly odor reminiscent of fall as if it was brewed with autumn leaves. God, so many options to choose from. Since you're a family friend? Thought I know. I used to know Vivian, in fact, before she left out. Maybe if you find yourself with some time to kill one of these days, I could tell you unsavory tales of her youth. I was a little less close with Pearl Ann, not for lack of trying. She was quite the character, bless her, and may she rest in peace. Take a sip. Tastes not unlike a rotten log, but somehow it isn't unpleasant. Like you're tasting a hike through a dawn-dampened woods. It leaves a refreshing, citrusy aftertaste. A cool breeze sweeping the leaves from the path the tea left on your tongue. Sybil was right. You can already feel it begin to ease some of the strain and tension from last night's events. I hope you like it. This is my new chaga and lemon balm blend. I love experimenting with local ingredients. What do you need to talk to me about? Of course, I suppose this time I got to the chase is difficult it may be to discuss. I know what you two went through, and I know what you saw. Those things are real. Neither of you imagined them, and they're certainly no ordinary creatures. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they're a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. I've told Stella and my daughter, Kanika, what I know, though I'm afraid that's not much. Holy. A lot of options to choose from. I did see somebody last night. I don't know if this is something you know, but when I was on my way home last night, there was this man on the road. It was dark, but he had a miner's jacket on. He knew my name, and there was something off about him. Oh yes, that would be Rain, probably. It's a bit of a Adelaide local. Don't have to worry about him. He's harmless, just very sick. But do let me know if it bothers you again, dear. Okay. What kind of destruction we're talking about? If you see just one or two, I'd say it could be a bridge collapse. Bad accident. Something tragic, but not devastating. But this many multiplied like they are, I couldn't tell you. How do you know about all this? People tell stories, and I listen. Granted, it's not every day you meet somebody who's seen a ditchling and lived to tell the tale, so I suppose I should count myself lucky to know about them all at all. And you should count yourself lucky too. Okay, I'll just do all the options. Are they gonna start attacking people? I think you misunderstood me. They're not dangerous on their own. Think of them more like birds flocking before a storm. They're neither a threat or on their own, nor the cause of what's to come. Merely a sign that things are not as they should be. What happened to Duke was an unfortunate accident, and nothing more. Consequence of 3, seeing something you weren't meant to see. Something bad's coming. We need to get these people out of here. Leaving to go where? These people's whole lives are in this town. Their homes, their history, their families, most of them don't have the kind of money it would take to start somewhere new. You could try to convince them, but I think you'll find it a difficult task. So what can we do about stopping what's coming? I'm afraid I don't have any good answers to that, but I suppose the best we could do is stay close to our loved ones. I'd say that would mean Tabitha should try to stay here with you. She spends some time with her only living relative while she can, but I get the feeling she cares a little too much about her work to let herself leave it for that long. Could always go to her, but that will bring a little joy, even if she might struggle to admit as much. I'm gonna just sip my tea. I'm sorry, dear. I worry that I've done nothing but scare you. But I couldn't rest, knowing I hadn't been able to pass on some kind of warning. Even if I'm not quite sure what I'm warning you about just yet. There's a sound above you, a creaking floorboard betraying a shifting presence. There's something in the room above you. You heard that too, didn't you? You know, dear, I was planning to stop by the mines for a quick chat with your cousin. Maybe it'd be a good idea if you came along. Not the idea of you being alone in this big house. Not with the town the way it is right now. There's another creak from above. Leaving suddenly seems like a very good idea. And yet, that thought feels like it's not entirely your own. It unsettles you, though not as much as the sounds coming from the floor over your head. Is something in the estate telling you to leave? Take me to my cousin. Let me explore it up before we leave. Do you think this place is haunted? If it's haunted, I wouldn't doubt that you'd find out as soon as you were left alone here for too long. It sounds to me like whatever it might be here is already restless to have you to itself. I wanted to go see her anyways. Wait, I could just do that. I could go visit her. Heck yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's just go. I guess we're going then. You're once again surprised by the freshness of the mountain breeze. Your lungs haven't grown accustomed to the stale, dusty air of this state, not realizing how much they were being suffocated. At least it's a pleasant day for a walk. There really isn't nothing like the mountains in autumn. There is something comforting about the woman's presence. She exudes a warmth, her smile feeling like kindly approval, even though you feel you've done nothing to earn it. Is there a Mr. Sybil? No, that's funny. How do you know about... Yeah, let's go there. How do you know much about my family? Any history I should know about? Oh, yes. Everyone around here knows quite a bit about your family. You founded the town, after all. Your family and the history of this town are completely intertwined. Your well, I'm not exactly sure how many greats that would be. Some distant grandfather of yours started the mine, which started the town. The town nearly collapsed into ruin after the collapse of 1918, and once again, your family pulled it back up. Now here we are. I'm not sure what else is there to say. What do you want to know? Yeah, why is there a few of us left? I suppose fate is crueler to some than others. In a lot of ways, your family has been very fortunate, but the Scarlets have seen their fair share of death as well. Maybe more than their fair share. So our mind is the reason this town exists. I'd say so. If it fails, I'm not sure anybody would be able to stick around for long. That being said, I suppose everything has to end eventually. One should plan on things to continue on exactly the same forever. Collapse like an economic collapse, or certainly had our fair share of those too, but no. There was a mine collapse in 1918. The town lost so many souls that day, men and boys. That was before child labor laws came into effect in these parts. As if the collapse wouldn't have been bad enough tragedy on its own, there had to have been children involved. It seems your family avoided most of the blame, especially since they managed to pull the town back together afterwards. Hard to remember being angry at someone when they're the reason you have food on the table. That big house must have been loaded. Do you think we're still loaded? It really is not my place to speculate about people's finances. But you've seen the state of the place. I think that speaks for itself. Okay. Were you born here? How'd you wind up in this town? Your family had been in years for generations, possibly even longer than yours. I married into the general store though. Before that, we were just your standard hill folk, kept to ourselves, fended for ourselves. That's why I know so much about the local flora. That kind of knowledge was vital for all the generations that came before me to survive out here. So is there a Mr. Sybil? There was, but unfortunately he passed away about a year and a half ago, give or take. Life up in the hills can be hard on people for all kinds of reasons, if you've never stepped foot in the mines. What do you think of Stella? Such a ray of sunshine. Even with everything that's happened to her, she still tries to smile through it all. An admirable young woman, if you ask me. What do you think of Tabitha? She works too hard, but I suppose that's the burden she carries with your family's mind to run. Can't be doing her any good, though. I'm sure that has something to do with her deposition. Bless her heart. She's clearly got more to say. She's just being polite. Don't press it. So much more unsure. You tell how you really feel, but nothing. I'm being honest. I worry about her health with all that stress. Sybil is a worthy foe on the battlefield of social niceties. Two, you're interrupted by a woman jogging towards you. John! Oh, wonderful to see you. As always, have you met Robert? Sybil. And no, we haven't met. Joan here is a resident doctor, and Robert is Vivian's kind of, in town for the funeral. I put that together. You're pretty? Just off rip? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? The woman's stony facade cracks for a moment as she lets out a stinging laugh. You have to be kidding me. You're quite the little flirt, aren't you? Just being nice. What, Sybil too? You have a habit of hitting on every older woman you meet? Oh, I think it's cute. Yeah, like when your kid's friend gives you okay. You ain't have to do me like that. You did not have to do me like that. I was just trying to be nice. By the way, don't even think about calling me Joan. It's Dr. Kelly to you. People my son's age don't get first name privileges. Right. How's Reese doing? Any better these days? Dr. Kelly lets out a small, frustrated sigh. He's surviving, same as usual. You know that. Her son has a rare condition. Do you make a habit of sharing that kind of information with anyone who wanders into town? Tell him Kanika says hello. I get the feeling she and Stella miss seeing him. Oh, since you're here, maybe we should set them up for a visit this week. Doesn't that sound nice? Rebecca could come too. Sybil, they're adults. We don't need to set them up on play dates. You know how easy it is for him to tire himself out? It's not worth it. I need to get home and get his meds. I can't stand around talking all day. The woman starts her jog again, her pace faster than before. All of a sudden she's running away from the awkward interaction. She's a bit of a Ruka's a woman, isn't she? But her heart is in the right place. Anyway, we should be on our way too. It's not that much farther now. I'm guessing if I had the ability to where I'm like beautiful, my flirt would have actually worked on her. She was right. It takes very little time to reach the Scarlet Hollow mines. A humble exterior greets you at the place that made your family its fortune. Your cousin just so happens to be at the gates, but it seems you aren't the only visitor she's dealing with at the moment. This is ridiculous. You can't fire me for having a damn cold. There has to be some kind of, I don't know, rights violation. You aren't fired, Terrence. You're laid off. Cutbacks had to be made, and obviously I'm going to prioritize these cutbacks on workers who have a habit of missing shifts. I had mono. I was puking my guts out. I couldn't crawl my sorry butt into that pit. You wouldn't have won either anyway. You only gave us 3 days a year to get sick. It's a crap system. You don't have a note from a doctor. I can't just take you out on your word. If you wanted extra sick days, you could have had them. With proper paperwork. Don't forget, by not showing up, you put extra pressure on your coworkers to pick up your slack, and that's not fair to them. If you have any tendency to get sick like that, maybe you shouldn't be working at a place like this to begin with. As for your lodgings, I'll give you 2 weeks to move out. To hell with you and your damn mind. The crap house you've had me living in. You'll all be better off a heap of rubble. Amada kicks dirt in a final act of frustration, but wanders off, leaving Tabitha standing fast at the gates. Sybil? Robent? What are you doing here? I wanted to have a word with her cousin here, and I had some business with you as well. Though it looks like you're busy, I wouldn't want to oppose. Why don't you drop by the team room sometime this week, Tabitha? Yeah, sure, I'll swing by tomorrow. Wonderful, I'll be on my way, but it was lovely meeting you, Robent. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around town. The woman finally leaves and you're alone with her cousin once again. Well, so much for you not intruding on my work. Come on, I guess I'll babysit you in my office. Just don't make yourself a burden, alright? I have a lot to do today. Give some presents in your house. I mean, I can try. She's probably not gonna believe me. What's with all the layoff stuff about? It's nothing you have to worry about. Running a business is all sunshine and rainbows. In fact, it's almost never sunshine and rainbows. And roses. Actually, I think I can probably do all the explore stuff. Think there's presents in your house, Tabitha? Presents? What, like a ghost? Just because it's a creepy old house doesn't mean it's haunted. My name is Stella thinks it's haunted. She'd be banging down my door to film some video in it. A building as big as old as the state, there's gonna be noises. It shifts in the wind. The doors slam on their own. Get used to it. I don't need you running out every time. Creaky floorboard. Fair. It was the lady. Sure, she introduced herself. Sybil. She runs some weird hippie tea room in her town. Her daughter hates me. Honestly, I find her noisy and annoying, but I don't like that she decided to come up here and see you without even asking me first. It's weird. Sybil's is a lot of things. She's one of those tea leaf reading fortune teller types. I really wouldn't take her vague warning seriously. See, I knew she wasn't gonna believe me. Don't get yourself worked up over what some old lady told you about the end times or whatever she was going on about. I cleaned the gas bathroom. Yeah. You what? But there could have been important stuff in there, you know. Sure, it was messy, but it's not like it's unsanitary or anything. What give you the right to throw things away just because they look like trash to you? Oh. I don't appreciate people coming into my space and moving things around. Don't try to be helpful again, got it? Oh. I thought you'd be happy? Well, I'm not, so let that be a lesson. I don't want you to wind up throwing away precious family heirlooms because you thought they were trash. Tabitha clears her throat, clearly still seething. We're trying to cover it back up. To get back to work. Try not to bother me. I need to concentrate. Well, what looks like Stella, she apparently has been banned from the mines. Stella isn't the only likeness carried on the walls of your cousin's trailer, or either side of Tabitha's desk are portraits of older people, women and old-timely man. A shotgun hangs menacingly over the desk. Besides that, there isn't much to see. Dang, there is a lot of explore options. I really admired your leadership with that guy earlier. Yeah, should we just glaze? Should we just should we glaze? She's probably not gonna like that. She's gonna be like, you don't have to freaking kiss my ass, bro. Yes, I'm good at my job. The Scarlets have cultivated generations of a certain kind of management style that has gotten the mind through some very difficult times. You can't let people run all over you. Grandma Eddie learned that from Enoch, and she instilled it in Parland, and Parland instilled it in me. Vivian couldn't cut it. She would have been terrible at this. Okay. Who are the people on the wall? Should recognize Perlin at this point. And the other one is Enoch, our great-great-grandfather who saved the mine from ruin after the collapse. The idea is to have all the family members on the mines up on this wall, but I don't think Perlin was too excited to have great-grandma Eddie staring down at her all day, so we're missing one. Can't blame her. Remember that woman well enough to know why she wouldn't want the reminder. Let's see. Why is Stella banned? Stella likes to poke around at places she shouldn't. She kept sneaking up here to film videos or whatever her excuse was. As if that's not a lawsuit waiting to happen, so she's banned. Mine collapse. Let's talk about that. Of course not. It only happened because of someone else's negligence. We don't make these kind of mistakes, especially not with current mining technology. Our family trusted a man who we shouldn't have trusted, Charles Shaw. He cut corners, used cheap and damaged materials. People died because of him. So we never hired someone else from outside the family to help run this place ever again. What do you know? We've never come close to having another collapse. It might be what people consider a tough boss, but I run a tight ship, and that's how you avoid accidents. God, you really talk a lot, don't you? Well, do you see all these options right here? Like, I don't have a choice. Actually, I shouldn't ask about. Oh, I didn't mean to click the gun option. I was gonna click the other one. Whatever. It's Pearland. She put it there to intimidate people. I always thought it was a little old-fashioned, but if it works, it works. You wouldn't have asked about it if it didn't leave an impression on you, didn't you? Her again with her smile. I swear. She has like the most interesting smiles I've ever seen in my life. Okay, you never called her mom. I'm an adult. I don't cling to the dynamics of childhood. Okay, that's interesting. Your workers only get 3 days off, or do they also get vacations? Or I don't need to discuss the intricacies of how I run my business with you. I'm the one making decisions because I'm the one who knows what needs to be done for this place to stay running. I don't need someone who's never run so much as a starter to try to tell me how I should operating. It's not like I can take any time off either. I kill for 3 days. Supporting and doing stuff has me worried. How can you focus on work when there might be catastrophe waiting around the corner? I don't know anything about monsters in the woods, but if there's some kind of doom coming for this town, it'll be because I'm not able to do my job. And the sounds of machinery joined by another sound, the angry rumbling of your stomach. The PB&J was not enough to sustain you for this long. You require more substantial substance. You're stoic and you won't be defeated by hunger. That's hilarious. You hungry? I could pick up something if there's a place to get food. Oh, I guess now that you mention it, yeah. Cafeteria has a mac and cheese that I don't hate. It's the building with a big cafeteria sign on it. Try not to get lost. I don't need you falling down in mine shafts. We get lost. Anyways. Stepping out for some fresh air. This cafeteria sign is not as obvious as tidbits I made it out to be. All the gray corrugated buildings look vaguely the same. You aren't quite sure what direction you should start heading in. Direction of group of miners. You approach the nearest group of miners. You could cut the chase and ask where the cafeteria is, but you are here among the workers unsupervised. What's the harm in asking them if they see anything unusual? Got a reason to be bothering us? Um. I'm trying to think. Should I bother these people or no? I'll just say I'm Tabitha's cousin, and then I'll just. Yeah, we know. You popped into the diner and just stared at everyone there. That Tony you were with made sure we knew who you were. How can we help? Street smart? Let me see. Yeah, alright. Y'all should get out of town. What do you think of Tabitha? Do you know a guy named Wayne? I'll just ask if they see anything weird lately, and then we'll just keep it pushing like that. Because you up and down. Weird how? Weird animal sightings. Weird noises go over the woods. Maybe I should. Weird animal sightings. Weird noises coming from the woods. That Tony, one the boss gave a lifetime ban to. Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her video is actually pretty good, but you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. I haven't seen many animals at all lately. Used to be I see all sorts of critters, but now it's mostly birds. This is your first year up here, ain't it? Just not used to seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating. That's all. I don't know. She's got a point. I've been up here 5 years. It's never been like this before. Maybe it's all that global warming then. I think they're calling it climate change now. No, I ain't gonna pry too much more. I could ask them about Wayne. Yeah, we knew him. He was such a cut up. Missed that dude. What happened to him? The miners shift for a moment, uncomfortably glancing at one another. Isn't that the guy y'all said was, is gone? That's all that matters. No, I'm pressing on. What happened? In our place to talk about it. At least not with the boss cousin. Oh, for... Whatever. I'm gonna just ask for the cafeteria. I'm gonna do you a favor and not tell you where it is. Oh, come on. Go easy on him. I am going easy on him. The cafe is slop. Or the cafe slop. You're better off grabbing a bite at the diner. Only good establishment in town. I don't know. The mac and cheese is pretty decent. The mac and cheese is the only thing that's decent. We all know why that is. Come on, let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyway. So much for getting a straight answer. The cafeteria remains a hidden treasure, and you remain without the map. Approach another group of miners. Huh? Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin, can we help you with something? I'ma just look for the cafeteria. I ain't gonna pry too much. It's right over by. It's hard to find. I'll take you. Sure, get your brownie points later, man. Come on, let's walk. The hard-faced young man starts walking along you with an anxious energy in his step. He escorts you to a building whose cafeteria sign was definitely much smaller than Tabitha made it out to be. You line up at the steaming piles of subpar food, undoubtedly made as cheaply as possible. Judging by your cousin's business practices, it still smells good enough to find your mouth water in anticipation of the bland offerings. So you're up in the big house with the boss this week. I just wanted to know if you've seen anything strange while you've been staying there. The man's voice is quiet and nervous. Like, mining jacket? Is there anyone up there with you? Man, maybe? Last name Wayne? Wayne. What? Do you think someone's up there? Because I was hearing strange ones this morning. Yeah, we'll go with that one. I'm willing to bet money there is. At least that would mean he wasn't dead. Sam Wayne's been missing for over a week now, and nobody around here seems to give two craps about it, because everyone else is too cowardly to ask any questions about the person who saw him last. I guess I'm a coward too. I can't even bring myself to make the accusation. Oh, are we talking about a certain young man who may or may not have caught the boss's eye? That Sam Wayne fella, eh? Wasn't it? Whatever. If anyone asks, we never talked, got it? I don't want to disappear too. Isaac obviously has more to say, but this is the time and place to coax more information out of him. As he turns to leave, you scribble your phone number onto a scrap of paper. Hey, thanks for the help. You reach towards Isaac and shake his hand, passing your note to his palm. Don't mention it. And then he's gone. What's got that kid so jumpy? It's not like he's never had a guy running out because he's got broken up with before. Yeah, I skipped over less. That's my lucky day. Got the chicken and the dumplings. What do y'all know about Wayne? All I know is that a certain someone got involved with somebody he shouldn't have, and nobody's in camp seen him since. I'd figured he'd just run off to live in that big mansion with his belle. Thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left me with a bad taste in my mouth. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slight bit of interest in you, or any woman at all. Fair enough. Wait, are you talking about Tabitha, or are you talking about Pearline? Yep. You guys get going. Wouldn't want that hot meal to get cold. No reason to stay here any longer. You step back out into the weak sunlight, clutching the containers of various beige slops, and start making your way back towards our trailer. But you don't make a fall before you're struck by an intense feeling. You recognize the hollow terror as the same thing you felt last night when you set your eyes on that awful man in the miner's jacket. Well, thanks. I wish you could have stayed at the estate. It's dangerous here. In the clear light of day, his jacket is visible in perfect detail. This really is the Sam Wayne Isaacs was telling you about, or at the very least, someone or something in his clothes. Run? Oh, hey, some buddies of yours is looking for you. Attack him? No, don't. That's crazy. What are you? Flesh and blood, just like yourself. Do not fear me. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. What's going to happen? I'll be watching you. You casually continue on your way, returning to the hill where Tabitha's trailer is perched. She meets you at the door. Take you long enough. What, there was a long line? Yeah, I think I should go back, go home like my home. Long line, that's all. I might just be silent. You know, it's not half bad to have someone around to run errands for me. Maybe you should come to work with me because the attention is suddenly drawn somewhere else. He stares past you, focusing on something in the distance. Is that Stella? How many times do I have to tell her she's banned before she understands what that means? Tabitha shuts the door and you both march your way down to the hill. As you and Tabitha approach Stella, two old-timers take notice and wander off. Thabby, Robin, hey, I was just trespassing? Well, yeah, but I have a good reason this time. I knew we needed to look out. Is there someone talking to you through an earpiece? Kanika, is that you on the other end? Stella hastily removes her earbud, muffling the other voice. Sorry, Tabby. It's just Oscar's kid, Rosalina, has been missing since yesterday, so we decided to ask around to see if anybody had seen her. While we were at it, we were also seeing if anyone had encountered those things we saw in the woods last night. Ditchlings that Sybil said are like Mothmen foretelling doom. Stella. And also, there's this guy called Wayne who used to work here, who Kanika says is super creepy and sick. And Stella, yeah, just stop, stop talking. It's not like I was filming or anything. I'm barely here, I promise. You are standing right in front of me, extremely here. Why don't you check the usual teen haunts for that kid? Maxwell Place or the gas station or whatever, anywhere but here, where you are explicitly not allowed to be? I mean, it's the site of one of the worst catastrophes that ever befell the town. It's another one coming, it makes sense, doesn't it? That's what our research pointed us to, at least. Our research? Who's we? You and Kanika? Yeah, she would think something awful is going to happen up here. She hates me and everything I stand for, and thinks the town would be some bustling utopia if I wasn't around to ruin it. When in reality, we both know that it wouldn't exist without me. Whatever you're looking for, you're barking up the wrong tree, so just go somewhere else before. Tabitha once again trails off. Both she and Stella have noticed the girl with the dark braid and glasses sneaking up on the ridge. Who was that? It's Rosalina. Kanika, we found her. She's heading up the hill. Up the hill. She's not heading for the old mine, is she? The one that collapsed? You better go after her before someone gets killed up there. You've got to be kidding me. No, this is great. I'll just go let her know Oscar is looking for her, then we can get out of here. Bye, Tabby. See you around. Stella hurries after the girl, disappearing over the hill. Damn it, I'm never going to finish my spreadsheets. Nobody needs to be playing around in the mines. We better go break this up. You could vaguely hear voices emanating from the boarded up entrance to the mine. It went in? Does Stella have no sense of self-preservation? Ah, yes, cousin bonding time. Tabitha sighs. Let's just get this over with, alright? I don't like the thought of you walking around an abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here under 10 while it gets dark. You're safe enough with me there to guide the way. Tabitha huffs her way up to the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. I'm gonna follow her. Got no choice. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expect. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate the maze of corridors. Do you know why the entrance to this place is boarded up? Because there was a collapse that killed a bunch of people? 168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It's almost ruined my family. A lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or burns or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out here were never the same. Can't say I blamed them. It's dangerous down here, I'll be careful. What you think? God, that's morbid. Life is morbid. 168 people walked blindly to their deaths, unaware of the hand they've been dealt with until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due. Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. A hateful and broken presence stirs in the deep. It doesn't want you here. That was a warning. We have to move fast so something terrible happens here. Hey, this place is haunted by the tragedies of the past, not by literal restless spirits. Don't go all ghost hunter on me. Whatever we just heard was probably another delinquent looking for a lifetime ban for my property. Come on, I came from this way. Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears into the mine. Follow her. Take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Cold dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of a tense argument. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. It is messed up, but I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's not really asking for much. Come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. We're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Oh no. I know that isn't you, Miles. That better not be you. Yeah, whatever. It's me. What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe Stella managed to drag Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague. Who's Kanika? She's a friend of Stella's who hates me. I don't know why. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I spent a time together, but that was years ago. So who knows? Interesting. You are a little rough around the edges. This means she has to give me a hard time. You could be nicer. Have you tried talking to her? No, even if I tried, it's not like she'd listen, probably. Look, I've given up on other people understanding me. It doesn't matter. What do you think, Kanika? I think the two of us are more alike than she'd ever care to admit. I respect her, but if you ever meet her, don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want her to appear weak. Alright, sure, let's go. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways gives way to a small cavern. Within a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha standing there. My dad's a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out together whenever we want. Wait, Becca, I thought you said your dad was a charge head. No, Alexis. He got promoted last month. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he has a job in the morning. What? Oh shit. Hey Tabby and Robette, I guess you two called up to us. Sir, you're a Tabitha's cousin. I guess I'll have to deal with 2 Scarlets this week. Great. Well, at least maybe you two can talk some sense to these kids. They clearly don't respect my authority. Hey, don't talk about us like we're not even here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. None of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean. It means closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh, come on. This place is way more sturdy. Check it out. The team with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think you realize how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina? Lena? No, not taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. But not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too. Enough. The damage is already done, now leave. I'm putting my mother in the ground this week. I don't have the patience to deal with children. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything. This is the worst place I've ever been in my life. I would like to see the sun again before I die. Aw, come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. That's not a good point to be making here. We're ready to tell them where they can hang out. They're not supposed to be down here. Stella. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to side with Cuzzo on this one, because, like, this is a dangerous place to hang out at. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mind not a clear enough message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tear the sad 20-something into straight. Damn. Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around the village chasing nothing is extremely sad. So she's sad, so what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. Passage of time is inescapable. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in the back, one of the back rooms. Oh, back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're gonna do something, if you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because it's such a nonsense excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. A coward. Becca, I don't think you can, like, say that about other people's family. Isn't that, like, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. I think he doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. Ugh, you're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would have been pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have actually had some character. Exactly, Rosalina's not that mature anyways. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know? Rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? At this rate, I'd be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. I see some real bad things in this town. Even if it wasn't ghost, it doesn't mean Oscar's lying to you. Ugh, why are all the adults in this town such weirdos? There is no ghost. There's no such thing as ghosts. Oscar's just lying. Yo, what if we like break in and ghost bust the place anyways, just to be sure? Oh my god, Zane, you can't just ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we can figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over my house until still like ghost bust your place. You have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. Hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of these terrible fates people tend to meet in these abandoned mines. What happened? Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy knockers for sure. I know this is why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. Through an old Cornish myth, named for the knocking sound you can sometimes hear in the mines right before collapse. Some say the knock is a warning, while others say it's the spirits themselves bringing down the mines. Stella, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, we don't have time to like chase myths. We gotta get out of here. I mean, that's not all they do. They're also sometimes just mischievous. Stella. I know, but weird stuff's been happening around for the past days. With it's our chance to get an actual solid lead, the stakes couldn't be higher. I'm not gonna lie, Stella, as much as I want to, we gotta get about this mine. I don't like it here. And plus, I already got like a mystical thing earlier. So it's best we gotta get out of here. I want you out of here, Stella. Come on, Tabby, you can come along too. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody's going deeper in the mine. Nobody's staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Can I get a choice in the matter? Wait a second, where'd 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding? Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika. Maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. They must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Dang, I always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get those hips through there. Stella, stop sneaking into my minds. Please, I'm literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we would have already been done with this metal mess, but no. They just had to be remnants from a bygone era. Ugh, didn't you just talk about how child labor laws were like the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mind. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We're not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times. You what? Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever. Come on, YouTube. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go looking for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves off and die, I am not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah, do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Repent. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure, I can never fit in that tunnel anyway. They've crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. However, I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. I will happily escort these two knuckleheads out. No, you're not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Come on, Tabby, I've been down here a ton. I can help you out. Tip of the size. Ugh, there's no get rid of you, is there? Fine, I won't waste my time arguing. Low-key, Stella, you gotta learn to back off. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I rock with you, but you low-key gotta learn to take no for an answer sometimes. I don't just put my battles for me. It's okay, she can tag along. Okay, I mean, if you say so, Mystic. Alright. Let's not linger longer than we have to, then, shall we? You may take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I want to repeat it last night, and who knows if we'll do any climbing. I'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon. For sure, we won't be long. Cool, can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Kanika, Miles, and Zane head towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tipitha, and Stella to find the remaining teams. Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tipitha stretches forward. What are you plotting? Oh, I thought she was about to like try to plot something. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. But Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tipitha was like really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? We're doing this because Tipitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around. Aw, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. Can't believe she gets to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Damn. Hey, I don't know. Stella's kinda cool. Her videos are real neat. Come on, she doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? Nah, not too fucking much, alright? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talk with Meat Rice trademark, and I make plenty of ads from donations. Oh man, I wish they were gossiping about me. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool? What is Meat Rice? Like every big podcast think it's a real big step for that channel. I just wish Becca hadn't said all the things she said tonight. For a public figure, I'm surprised you don't have a thick skin. She's just mean and had nothing to do with you. I'm gonna just remain silent on the matter. I'm surprised you don't have thicker skin about this, Stellar. You never struck me as someone who let other previous opinions bother you. Oh, she said it for me anyways. If you did, I wouldn't have tried so hard to keep you off my property. Well, I know you don't mean it. Agree to disagree. I wish they were gossiping about me is hilarious. I'm gonna just press on though. Now is not the time for jokes. Another knock closer interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is the knock coming from around the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up, there's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. Jesus Christ, I have these options. I'll just pick the first option. Are we sure the tunnel they went down is going to meet back up with us? Yes, I'm familiar with all the old maps of this place. It should be a central chamber, not too far from where everything joins back up. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens. They're panicked, arguing, bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. The pit radiates rage, a white-hot anger. It hates you. But at the heart of it, you can sense something else. The quiet hum of a darker presence. The heart calls to you, desperate to be witnessed. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. It should be hard to find them once we get down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Tabitha crawls up the ladder and disappears over the edge. Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. I'm following them. You walk to the ladder and climb down. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you'd been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it's actually this way. Oh, shut up, no one even wanted you to come with it. Who is breathing in my ears right now? Becca? Yep, they're close, alright. Good thing they're so damn loud. Sounds like they're really lost. So okay, the voices around you, those of the teens and your companions sound odd. Am I the only one hearing these breathing noises? Something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. Interesting. You don't hear it, but you feel it in your chest. A desperate need to perceive and be perceived. The darkness of the pit. I'm guessing this is like a special, if I had like an ability for this, I probably could have heard whatever it is. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone emanates from the chamber. You said we wouldn't use the shipment. You know it's compromised. We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. You had to go ahead with it. Oh my gosh. It's still sturdy enough. It'll get the job done. Dang. Oh, Bent. Are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. Looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tybee just conked out. Fine. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Wait, low-key? Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourself while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm gonna get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. Oh. How do I close the window? You know what, that's not important. Don't die on me, okay? You fade back out of consciousness as your companion chambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. Though through it, you once hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Beck, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? can't believe I let Alexis talk me into this, inviting you in the first place. Beck, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. Oh, keep pushing right click. I'm sure Becca knows where to go. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasing desperate voices of the teenagers are drawn by thunder's knocking. You practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. God, the knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? Both of us were shown the dark truth of this place, the sins that were committed, the deaths that followed. There's gotta be fumes of something down here. It's an old mine. These places are death traps. We probably just hallucinated. Are you literally gaslighting me? I said I saw it too. Stop being weird. We're leaving. Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left, out of breath and teary-eyed. I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with that knocking, but that is the sound of the mine collapse. Quick, up the ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis is still down there. You can't just leave them. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Do you have a death wish, little girl? This isn't a movie. The best thing we do is help those. The best thing to do to help those girls right now is not be buried alive ourselves. Take Rosalina and leave. Go after Bear. Oh, we got a choice. I mean, I got plot armor. I'll be fine. Okay, let's do this. Roll Benz, don't do this to me. I'm not gonna argue with you. I ain't gonna argue with you right now. We can't just leave the kids to die. We can't just leave the kids to die. We gotta at least try to help them. Now this is good thumbnail material. The mines shake with each new thunderous blow as bits of rock and dust fall off the center and scatter on the floor beneath around you. Rosalina leads the way, and Tabitha isn't far behind you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you'd been down here a million times. I was making it up, okay? I swear to God, repent if we get stuck down here. Shut up. You what, kill me? Then you be stuck down here and alone. Are you trying to push my buttons? I wasn't before, but now I'm going to. Because you were literally about to leave these kids behind. No child left behind. No, like the Kanye song. Rosalina, you came back. I don't want to die down here. Then move. Actually, no, just start going. You reach them and forcefully grab Becca and Alexis, silently pulling them behind you. You quickly push your way back towards the entrance, pieces of fallen rock littering the path around you. All of you start climbing. Now. Once the last team is at, Tabitha grabs onto the ladder and starts climbing. And look at that. We got everybody out. Follow suit, start climbing. This way, come on. Cousin moves with the quiet swiftness you expect for someone who spent her entire life working in the mines. Why couldn't you just listen to someone other than yourself, Becca? I'm sorry, okay, God. You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you can see cracks forming on the walls of the tunnel. Come on, we've got to go faster. We're almost there. I can see the entrance. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. Jesus. Oh, that's not good. And then the knocking fades and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. Well, I mean, almost in one piece. You don't look too very well. What the? Rosalina, are you okay? Clearly she's not okay, idiot. Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go down there in the first place. This is your fault. Shit. Why did this have to happen? Okay, the knocking stopped at least. All of you stay exactly where you are. I'm gonna make some calls. Dang, it's like right on her foot. This really hurts. Stella and Kanika popped their heads through the mine entrance. Tabitha just stormed out of there. Are you... Oh my god. Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Stella already called an ambulance. But that means cops are gonna know. Are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They know we went there to drink, right? Becca, that doesn't matter. If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know. Becca scrubs through the gap in the boards and scampers away. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. No, she's just being an asshole. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us up here. I should check in with Tabby, see if she needs help. We're gonna get you help. Everything's gonna be okay. Alright, I'll go down to the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. We'll be back soon. We're gonna get you out of here and you're gonna be fine, alright? But Bent and Alexis will keep you safe until then. Am I gonna die? Rosalina, don't say things like that. I've seen people bounce back from worse. I don't know, maybe. Street smart. I've seen people bounce back from worse. Just focus on your breath. Yeah, we'll just be mystic. Thanks, Bent. Rosalina's breath comes in quick, irregular bursts. If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We should have never gone down there. It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to. Rosalina's pauses, catches her breath. Thank you, Bent. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help. That's why you should drink underage. Just start hanging out with Becca. She bullied both of you into doing something you didn't want to do. I'll just pick this one. Would it sort of after school special? He's probably right though. If I were just smart and brave like you, I wouldn't have let Becca drag me around in there. You wouldn't have had to go after us, and then you wouldn't be. You're the nicest person I know, Rosalina. It just isn't fair. Rosalina, can you hear me? Yeah, still awake. Just hurts like hell. Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Alexis grasps Rosalina's hand. Tears streak down both of their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting for the long, anxious moments to pass before help arrives. Some of my men are on the way with rock lifts. We'll get you out of there soon. They're over here, Earl. Oh, Jesus H. Christ! You weren't kidding about the emergency. It's still a bit before the ambulance. The nearest depot is over at Brevard, so it'll be at least another half hour. You hurt the man. You have a half hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rosalina, sweetie, I'm here. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Tip of this man quickly gets to work and manages to pull Rosalina out from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Sir, I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean? I can't ride with her? You're better off driving behind us. We're heading to Brevard, so it's quite a ways. Is she going to be okay? She's gonna make it, right? Please, God. Yes, sir, I promise you. We're gonna do everything we can to keep her stable. The vitals are looking good. Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone. I love you, Dad. paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. What the hell happened in there? Oscar, Rosalina and her friends got lost in there. Robent went after them. Robent? You mean Robent's Scarlet? Please don't let die. Goddamn, after school special is what happened. I'm sorry, bro. It's okay, at least nobody died. What happened, though? Seems like the seas of reality are frayed in here. Nobody is safe. That's been not helpful. What Beds is trying to say is that Tommy Knockers brought down the mine. That is not what I said. I can't believe they're actually real. I've got some audio of the knocking on my phone. She must have been furious that we went down there. It doesn't matter what caused it. I'm just sorry it happened, Oscar. This is all my fault. She's been so angry with me. If I had just been able to provide some more stability, she wouldn't be able to do things like this. Putting herself in danger. I'm sure she thinks I'm making things up about our house being haunted, but I've seen things that I can't explain. It's only got worse over time. She told us about it down in the mine, and for what it's worth, I believe you. No comment, but after tonight, I don't know. Once you're back from the hospital, we can check it out for you. Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. I've got to go. Mr. Gutierrez, is it okay if I come too? I wouldn't be there for her. Chris Alexis, it'll be good for her to see a friendly face. Two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. My vision. Yeah, let's talk about the vision that I saw. There was a stone carving on the wall of the pit that showed me what happened to this place. Charles Shaw was set up. No way. Dude was a monster. I mean, the Scarlets were monsters too. They still are. What am I saying? Visions aren't real. Visions can't be real. That would be magic. I don't know, Neeks. You weren't down there. Robet and Tabby had like simultaneous seizures. They saw a creepy stone carving. It looked like something out of a movie. Yeah, we'll go with that one. We'll just keep going with the stone gimmick. Everything that happened down there centered around that main chamber where I saw that carving. Still show me a photo. Weird stuff. Yeah, really weird. Saw something down there, like the shadows of dead miners. They were right behind you right before you left, and they followed us when we went after Becca and Alexa. Did you not see them? Whoa, I didn't see anything other than the two of you and that carving. It's super weird. I don't want to doubt what you've experienced, but you were deep in a dark abandoned coal mine. You might have just been primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommy Knocker stories. But if they're actually bona fide ghosts? Oh, Stella. You sure that was Tommy Knockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure about anything? They fit the description pretty well, and I don't know what else they'd be. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on 9 collapses, apparently. So what happens now? What happens now? We go home. No, hold on, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss? In private? Okay, fine, just make it quick. Don't you dare try to pull anything on him. Did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. What do they want me for? I'm Sheriff Hugby. This is Deputy Derrickson. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. But you call me Earl. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. Welcome to Scarlet Hollow. Hope this little accident has colored your perception of the place. Lovely place to live, if you ask me. Lovely indeed. Now, Sheriff Hugby, don't you think it's a bit it's a mite odd that these teens found themselves in an old abandoned mine on the very property Robin's family happens to own? And don't you think it's even a mite bit odder that Robin happened to be there with them at the time of the collapse? You trying to say this is all my fault somehow? I'd be lying if I didn't say it wasn't peculiar. Though I'm sure you're an upright citizen, Robin, and I'm sure this is an unfortunate coincidence. Still, a good cop should ask themselves these questions. We were chaperoning them. We were chaperoning them. I know my rights. I don't want to lie, and I don't want to explore either. They're not gonna believe me if I say they're haunted. I'm just saying this for. Of course, very noble of you. Pardon our questions. Just trying to gather all the facts, you see. Just being thorough. All our duty as officers of the law. Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go about your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one. Deputy Dirksen tips his hat up to you. The two officers wander back towards the mine, Dirksen taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Himika. I just can't believe 2 nights in a row. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no. This is just an awful coincidence. It's not your fault. Oh, hey, guess the cops are done with you. Were they taking her for being present at an accident? Sorry, they gave you a higher time. Small-time cops, you know? Always blame everything on drifters. Even acts with gods, I guess. Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's get back to this date. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Robent? Tomorrow? You already ruined my evenings. Words. Tomorrow. You've already ruined my evenings on 2 consecutive nights, Stella. What do you think you'll be doing with my cousin tomorrow? We're going ghost hunting at Oscar's, remember? We talked about it in the mines. You were there? I didn't think you were serious. Fine, we're gonna keep running into each other. We might as well have an open line of communication. I don't have Stella's number, so, Robert, you should make sure you do. But my privacy? Whatever. Don't worry, I'll only use this newfound power when it's truly urgent. I can invite you over for breakfast. Keep me posted on what she's doing. Let me know if that ghost hunt actually happens. It's weird that you care about what she's doing so much. Clearly I have to. Come on, let's go. Thibodeau starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. I'll just silently go along. Thibodeau doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Sorry about today, you know? Thibodeau doesn't answer. Sorry for apologizing or talking too much. Fine, maybe I'm not sorry. I'm just gonna drop it. So, how you holding up? Poorly, but I'd rather we didn't get into it. Okay? I'm trying my best not to be on like a bad relationship with her, but she make it kind of hard sometimes because she's like cold. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horribly stressful week. Going to bed, I suggest you do the same. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. Turn in. You head up to your room to turn in. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the shawl mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Oops, I did not mean to push that button. Kanika sent a message to Stella. Y'all, these are those things, right? Whoa. Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the heck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. Think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you'd almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face, twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks, trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. What the? Oh, it's the cat. It's always just a cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease as you finally slip into a deep sleep. Interesting. Hello? Oh yeah, the door's still open. Oh, Tabitha's room. That is the end of episode 2. Episode 3 awaits pursuit of you there. Let me say it first though. Boom. Chapter 2 is done for. And that concludes another episode of Scarlet Hollow. It is getting very, very, very interesting in this game. At least nobody died this time. That is always a plus. Nobody died, but somebody did get hurt. So that is the only unfortunate part. Charlie did get hurt, but nobody died. So we're cool. It's a very good game so far, though. I'm very much enjoying this. A lot. There's so many different choices you can make in this game. Oh my gosh. Proceed if you dare. I am scared about what the heck is going to happen. Because I feel like it's only going to get worse from here. It's gonna get crazier, and I just hope y'all enjoying the ride so far, because I'm enjoying the ride. And on that note, if you enjoyed watching me play this game as much as I enjoyed playing it, consider liking, comment, subscribing as always. You don't have to. It would very much be appreciated if you did, though. Make sure you hydrate, eat something, take care of yourself, all that jazzy stuff. I will see you all when it's convenient. I love you. Goodbye.